Attention passionate Buffalo, BILLSFANS. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Buffalo Bills' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Buffalo Bills fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Buffalo, BILLSFANS. Let's get to the news. The buzz around the NFL this week is that there might be a blockbuster move on the horizon, and it involves none other than Quenton Nelson, one of the league's premier offensive guards, potentially making his way from the Indianapolis Colts to the Buffalo Bills. Now I know what you're thinking. This kind of move could totally shake up the AFC East and give the Bills an incredible boost heading into what promises to be a very competitive 2024 season. And let's be honest, Bills fans, it's exactly the kind of bold move we've been hoping for, something that can elevate our line, solidify our offense, and help us chase that elusive Super Bowl ring. So what's the scoop? Rumors are swirling that the Colts, fresh off a disappointing 6-11 season and clearly in reset mode, are looking to unload some veteran pieces, especially those with big contracts, to rebuild their roster. One name that keeps coming up is Nelson. The Colts, who are currently $45 million over the cap, see trading Nelson as a way to free up some much-needed salary cap space. They're also focusing on acquiring draft capital, particularly a second-round pick in 2026, which could help them rebuild with younger talent. The idea is that trading Nelson, a player who's been a cornerstone of their offensive line since 2018, makes sense given their current position and future plans, especially with their quarterback situation still uncertain. Now, for the Bills, this is a no-brainer. Yes, we're facing a bit of a cap crunch, about $4.7 million over, so some moves might be necessary to make all the pieces fit, but the potential reward is huge. Buffalo has been looking for that dominant guard to really anchor the interior of the line, especially after losing John Feliciano and dealing with some inconsistency up front. Nelson, at 29, is a proven force. He's a 5-time Pro Bowler, a 3-time All-Pro, and he's been regarded as one of the best guards in the league for years. His ability to both run block and pass block at a high level is exactly what the Bills need to take their offense to the next level. Let's talk stats because they tell a compelling story. In 2025, Nelson posted a PFF grade of 84, ranking him among the top 4 guards in the league. His pass-blocking grade was 71.8, solid, especially considering he often faces the best pass rushers, and his run blocking was an impressive 84.5, which ranked him 4th among guards. He allowed only 18 pressures all season, which is remarkably low, and he's been a consistent performer in terms of limiting sacks, allowing just 1 sack in 2025. He's been a steady presence on the field, with over 100 snaps played cleanly, and his yards before contact, averaging 2 yards per run, show how effectively he opens lanes for the ground game. This would be a massive upgrade over our current interior line, especially since our run game needs that extra push, and our pass protection could use more stability. From a career perspective, Nelson's resume is stellar. 5 Pro Bowls, 3 All-Pro selections, and a reputation for durability and consistency. He's played over 100 snaps without giving up a sack, an elite stat. Plus, his ability to handle pressure and create running lanes makes him a perfect fit for what the Bills want to do offensively. His style of play draws comparisons to Zach Martin, who helped the Cowboys boost their rushing attack and overall offensive efficiency significantly. If Nelson joins Buffalo, we could see similar benefits: more yards per carry, fewer sacks, and a more reliable pocket for Josh Allen to operate from. Now, why would the Colts be willing to part ways with Nelson? Well, their current cap situation is a big factor. They're sitting on a hefty $45 million over the cap, and they need to make tough decisions in order to rebuild. They're also prioritizing youth at other positions, like cornerback and edge rusher, and trying to set up for the future. Nelson's age, 29, is still prime, but given their cap constraints and the fact that their season didn't meet expectations, moving him now makes strategic sense. Plus, with the Colts focusing on acquiring draft capital, a second-round pick in 2026 would be a valuable asset for their rebuild. For the Bills, this trade could be a game-changer. Not only would it address their interior line needs, but it would also send a message that they're serious about contending again. Improving the offensive line has been a priority for Buffalo, especially after some struggles last season, allowing 40 sacks, which ranked around 16th in the league. An upgrade like Nelson would help stabilize the pocket, reduce those sacks, and enable Josh Allen to extend plays and throw with more confidence. His ability to read the defense and make quick decisions will be even more potent with a guard of Nelson's caliber blocking for him. And let's not forget about the impact on the running game. Nelson's elite run-blocking grade of 84.5 and his ability to generate yards before contact would give the Bills a more balanced offense. With Dalvin Cook now in the mix, having a top-tier guard like Nelson could elevate that rushing attack, helping open up play-action opportunities and keeping defenses honest. Plus, in a division where the Jets and Dolphins are making big moves, the Bills need every advantage they can get, and bolstering the interior line is a smart, strategic step. The potential impact on our offense would be huge. We're looking at a projected reduction of around 15 sacks this season, going from roughly 40 to about 25, and an increase of around 20% in EPA per play. That's the kind of boost that can push us into elite offensive territory. Buffalo has always been a team that values a strong offensive line, and adding Nelson would be like adding a glacier to that wall, unyielding and formidable. When you combine him with players like Mitch Morse at center, who's also a high-quality blocker, the entire line becomes an impenetrable fortress. That, in turn, would elevate the entire offense, making us more explosive, more consistent, and more dangerous. Looking ahead to the Super Bowl, the odds have already been shifting. Early in the offseason, the Bills were considered long shots, with odds at plus 900. But with the potential addition of Nelson, those odds could drop significantly, to around plus 600 or better, reflecting the increased confidence in Buffalo's championship chances. Nelson's experience in high-pressure playoff situations, including the 2020 Buccaneers OL that helped Tom Brady secure a Super Bowl, makes him an X-factor who could bring that same playoff resilience and stability to the Bills. His presence could help us reduce sacks, extend drives, and keep Allen healthy and comfortable under pressure. This isn't just about one player, though. It's about a vision for the Bills' future. Acquiring Nelson would send a message that Buffalo is committed to winning now, that they're willing to make bold moves to achieve greatness. It's a statement that the Bills are building a dynasty, not just competing for a playoff spot. The fans have been craving that kind of aggressive, strategic play, and while it might seem bold, it's exactly the kind of move that can define a franchise's legacy. Think about the impact it would have, not just on this season, but for years to come. Nelson's leadership, durability, and elite play would set a standard for the entire team, inspiring younger players and elevating the culture. Of course, nothing is guaranteed in the NFL, and there are always risks involved in trades like this. But based on what we know about Nelson's talent, his fit with the Bills and the Colts' current situation, it's a move that makes a lot of sense. It's a calculated risk that could pay huge dividends. The Bills' front office has shown they're not afraid to make bold decisions when it comes to building a championship-caliber roster, and this could be the next big step. If this trade goes through, it would be remembered as one of those franchise-defining moments, like the trades that helped the Cowboys or the Chiefs ascend to Super Bowl glory. So, Bills fans, get ready. If this move happens, it could be the beginning of a new era, one where Buffalo solidifies its position among the NFL's elite, with a dominant offensive line leading the charge. And let's be honest, we all want to see Josh Allen have all the tools he needs to succeed, and adding a player like Nelson would be a massive part of that puzzle. This potential move is exciting, strategic, and could be exactly what the Bills need to finally bring home that Super Bowl trophy we've been dreaming about for so long. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Buffalo Bills news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. Looking ahead, if this trade materializes, it would send shockwaves through the league and dramatically shift our division's power dynamics. The Jets and Dolphins are no doubt eyeing big moves themselves, but Buffalo making a bold statement like this, going after a proven superstar like Nelson, would demonstrate that we're serious about contending for titles. It's about setting a tone, about showing that we're here to win now and for the foreseeable future. The impact on our offensive identity would be undeniable. With Nelson anchoring the interior, we could see a more cohesive, explosive offense that keeps defenses guessing and gives Allen the protection he needs to operate at his best. As fans, we've been waiting for that breakthrough, that ingredient that takes us from playoff contenders to Super Bowl champions. This kind of move, if it happens, could be that catalyst. It's a bold, visionary step, one that might just be the kind of gamble that pays off in a big way. We've seen teams like the Cowboys and Chiefs get it right through smart trades and high-profile signings, and now it's Buffalo's turn to step up and make a statement. Nelson's leadership, experience, and elite play could be the missing link that pushes us over the top. In the end, this isn't just about adding a player, it's about shaping a legacy. Buffalo has always been a team with a fierce, passionate fan base, and we deserve to see our squad competing at the highest level. A trade for Nelson would be a clear sign that the front office is willing to go all in, to do whatever it takes to bring that trophy home. It's a move that could inspire the entire team, ignite the fan base, and set the stage for a new chapter of Bills' dominance. So as we keep our eyes peeled and wait for official confirmation, let's keep dreaming big. Because if this trade comes true, it's not just a win for the Bills. It's a win for every fan who's ever cheered, believed, and fought for this team. It's about making history, about building a legacy that will be remembered for generations. And I, for one, can't wait to see what the future holds. And now, Buffalo Bills fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Bills. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Buffalo Bills news.